Will there ever be a 1960s mode featuring Dozuki Aishi, the grandmother of Ayano Aishi? The answer is no. When young Dozuki fell in love with a boy in the 1960s, she didn't want to go through the trouble of eliminating all of the other girls who loved him. So she simply kidnapped him and turned him into a mind-broken slave. That's her entire story. A gameplay mode featuring Dozuki as the protagonist would be boring and short. So there will never be a 1960s mode in Yandere Simulator. However, Dozuki's mother, Kataba Aishi, would be a much more interesting protagonist. Unlike her daughter, she actually did eliminate 10 rivals in order to acquire her senpai. But afterwards, she was caught by the CIA. Instead of sending her to prison, they offered her a deal. If she agreed to work for them as a secret agent, they would pardon her crimes. So, Kataba spent the 50s and 60s as a spy and assassin, working for the CIA. A story featuring Kataba as the protagonist would span from 1948 to 1964. It would begin while Kataba was still in school. Each of her rivals would be a short tutorial designed to teach the player the mechanics of the game. The rest of the game would be about being a secret agent for the CIA, assassinating people in a wide variety of different nations during the Cold War. It would be similar to a Hitman game, where each mission takes place in a different country. The environments and the gameplay mechanics of Kataba's story would be so different from Ayano's and Ryoba's that it couldn't be a gameplay mode in Yandere Simulator. It would have to be a separate game altogether. Aside from Ryoba, I don't plan for any of Ayano's ancestors to have their own gameplay mode in Yandere Simulator.